In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
We are learning more about that teenager who was found dead and decomposing in the trunk of a Tesla that belonged to a New York-born singer who goes by the name David. It's spelled with a 4. Celeste Rivas was just 15 years old when she vanished last year, and tonight authorities are still trying to figure out how she died.
Here, didn't you say you never experienced love or hadn't been in love? You didn't?
Yeah, I wasn't in a relationship then. Nah.
But today you are, or you?
Nah,
are?
I've been through a couple. I'm single still right now, but I've been through a few, and they've taught me a lot of things, and they've shown me what love is and what love isn't, and how to approach it, and how to be human with it, and not be so artist, you know, and not look for the things to write about in these types of situations. And I've kind of been more mature about it and getting emotionally intelligent with it, and with this interlude, it's kind of like telling my view on what the invisible string theory is, or the scarlet string, or the
body found inside the trunk of an abandoned Tesla registered to the singer David has been identified as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas. The teen was reported a runaway and missing out of Lake Elsinore nearly a year and a half ago. Tonight, a house close to where that Tesla was abandoned was searched. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Caputo is there live now in Hollywood with more. Tim.
And Mark, those CSI investigators literally just left the scene about 10-15 minutes ago. The police tape finally came off, and we were able to come a little bit closer to this house. Now, we don't know at this point what exactly those detectives were looking for, what they got out of that house. We saw them pull evidence and put it into an SUV, essentially where I'm standing right now. We don't even know why they were here in the first place, but this house just happens to be literally feet away from where that Tesla was found.
To me, because that's a real conversation that happened. And the irony of it was that person that was saying, I love you, she's not in my life anymore. So it's like people say that the string can't be cut and the connection cannot be severed, but I feel like it can sometimes. And that's why I wanted to put, you know, Afterlife and all these songs that feel like endings and conclusions and goodbyes on the project to kind of solidify that message of this is the end of something, not the beginning.
And I'm sick of waiting patiently.
What? Hold up. That's her in my classroom in front of this poster right here. Okay, hold up. I got another one because I got a picture on TMZ of this other kid exchanging stuff with the rapper who we alleged did this stuff. Hold on a second, because he's also in my classroom.
Wait, how long ago was this?
We all just found out yesterday who it was, but she's been missing since I taught her. So when I taught her, she met this dude on social media. He was a rapper in LA. He came and got her. She ran away from home. She was gone for like a month. The cops found her in Hollywood, brought her back to our school. She came back to our school, kind of told people this story. She disappeared again in May of that year, May of 2024. That's when her friends told me what happened, that it was this rapper, that they were like blackmailing him, all of this stuff. And then I found out yesterday that she's now dead in that rapper's car, pieces. You want to know how they met? I feel like I just said it. Social media. Let me tell you another story.
A dozen LAPD investigators took a computer and other items from this Hollywood home just a block away from where an abandoned Tesla was found with a dead teenager in the trunk.
So what inspired the hook, In the Back of My Mind You Died, is kind of like the storytelling aspect of the lyrics that came before it, in a way that it builds up to the big moment where she died in the back of my mind. Like, I didn't kill her physically, but in the back of my mind, she died. And I didn't even cry, not a single tear.
That abandoned Tesla was towed earlier this month, and workers at a Hollywood tow yard noticed a foul odor and found decomposed human remains wrapped in a garbage bag inside the car.
I've seen people online take different meanings and interpretations from that one part of the song where it's like it's their past selves that's dying.
We now know the young woman found dead was 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, according to the medical examiner, the same teen who was reported missing from Lake Elsinore last year. At a corner store in town, the owner recalled her coming in often.
She always quiet, nice. She come in like if she buy like a like chips, soda, and leave. Sometimes she come with a friend from the neighborhood.
And they're not even crying about it because they're evolved or become better people or have killed addictions and other different stuff like that. So I think it's very powerful in that way too.
Eyewitness News has learned Rivas had run away from home a few times. She was last reported missing in spring of 2024. Those who knew Rivas, who just turned 15 a week and a half ago, say she was bubbly and sweet.
She just seemed very lively and friendly. A typical teenager.
Wait, what does it say last online? Where? Scroll down. That's literally some shit out of Dexter. That's so fucked up, bro. I'm not even joking, bro. The body was chopped. That's some serial killer shit, bro. That's genuinely weird. Where do I see?
The medical examiner hasn't determined her cause of death, but part of the police investigation will be speaking to the owner of that Tesla, a musician who goes by David. His real name, David Anthony Burke, from Houston, Texas.
He was on. What the fuck? He played a game of Fortnite yesterday. What the fuck, bro? He got a win 2 days ago? Dude.
I don't care.
David, made popular via social media for the songs Romantic Homicide and Here With Me, began the American leg of his world tour on July 30th and has continued performing since the investigation began. Tonight's show, though, in Seattle was canceled. The medical examiner also trying to determine how long Rivas had been dead, but based on the condition of the body, it might have been a while. Those who saw the Tesla this summer and watched LAPD spend hours in this well-to-do Bird Streets neighborhood are rattled by everything that's happened here.
Yeah, that's it, water. This it, water. This it, water. This it, water.
Wow, you look good.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
W's in the chat, man. And I didn't even regret it.
Really to art, like, as a means of coping.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
But you saying expecting it, meaning like you get into a friendship expecting it to end in a devastating, tragic, sad way, so it can inspire art. But are you manifesting that in a certain degree?
I don't know. I hope I'm not. I really hope I'm not, because it feels that way. Because like I look back to old songs like "Life's a Dream" and all these songs I wrote in my closet or my sister's closet in 2022. When I'm looking at my life in the past 8 to 9 months, I'm like, whoa. Like, bro, these songs are soundtracking my life. So I hope I'm not involuntarily doing that, but it might be that way.
I media trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
Really good.
Okay,
It's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my! Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes. Everything goes. Everything.
As to this point, LAPD has been extremely tight-lipped about this entire investigation. We're live tonight in Hollywood. Tim Caputo, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Tim Caputo, thank you.
Never, always pushing for the doubt. Hit a left and a right fist right to their mouth. I was never cocky figure till I started stacking figures. How you make a cocky nigga give him all the traffic? Always humble, but I got a couple bad habits. Set the numbers adding zeros to these mathematics. Get you talking different, walking like you gang banging.
Salute to the game, man. Salute to the Ville. Litty Reacts. We on this 30 for 30. Drop a like, drop a comment. Listen, gang, listen, before I even get started with this shit, I know we on this, like, court shit and things like that, but, listen, to all the parents out there, listen, if you got a daughter, son, whatever the case may be, like, yo, go hug your kids, bro. Like, on some real shit. Hug your kids. Before we even get started on this cook-up of this bitch-ass motherfucker, like, let's just, yo, go hug your kids, because we never know. You never know, like, what your kids is going through. A lot of y'all be losing connections with your kids. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they hit that teenage and y'all just let them do them. And there's a line where you could do that. But, like, yo, we got to learn as a generation and we got to learn as parents that we can't lose that connection that we had. We can't forget where we came from. We can't forget how we grew up. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend and act like we didn't know when we were sitting in high school. We didn't know the 20-year-olds, and the 30-year-olds that were popping up at the high school. You know, picking up the little girls. You know what I'm saying, and going. You know what I'm saying. We're not gonna do that. The difference in this situation is clearly this girl was, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know, her background is, it was not Puerto Rican, it was not Dominican, because that shit would not have happened. I'm telling you, that shit would not have happened. For y'all to sit here and say that that little girl was missing for 2 years, and there's footage, and everybody knows where she's at, and they know Pops, where's her father at? Where's the father at? He needs his ass beat. Where's the mother? Because, yo, if like, yo, am I the only one that sits here and is looking at that side? Fuck this David ass nigga. Fuck him. He's done. His whole storyline and all that shit, it's a wrap for you, my boy. It's done. They're gonna put you under the jail. I hope every day you get raped. Like I hope every day, bro, they take you in jail and they do worse to you than they did to Tory, my nigga. And Tory ain't even deserve that shit. We're talking about a little girl here, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about a little girl. Like, yo, we're talking about a little girl. This is how she looked when he met her. This is how she looked when he met her. That is a child, my boy. Do you understand that? Like, this shit hits close to home. That is a child, my boy. That is a child. And of course, you like 5'4", you're built like a bitch. Of course, all you weirdos, alright? The only reason why he's gotten this off this far, like, yo, I was sitting on this information. This was hard to edit. My kid listened to this bum ass nigga. And I knew his song. I knew his songs. I knew the I can't wait to. I knew that type of shit. I didn't know that he had all this dark extra shit behind him until the news dropped on my fucking Twitter feed. Literally the day after this girl's birthday. What have I been saying this for the past 2 years? Yo, this idea that y'all think that y'all can get away with shit like we did in the 90s, in the 2000s, in the 80s, 70s. Yo, gang, you can't do that no more. We are in the age of information. We are in the age of access. Do you understand that? Everybody got access. Everybody got a camera. Everybody got a phone. You cannot. Do you understand? We got TikTok detectives. We got Twitter detectives. I could literally post somebody on my thing and be like, yo, Twitter, do your thing. And they're going to find this person. They're going to find where they work at. They're going to find what they do, what they did yesterday, what they ate for lunch last week. Where are the parents? The fact that I saw a clip of the brother sitting there pulling up to his crib and everybody now want to speak up and y'all haven't been loud enough. That's why this shit happened. Y'all wasn't loud enough. Either that or they were doing payola. We all know, bro. We're not going to sit here and play stupid. We all know. Why do you think I'm on everybody's body that's on this weird shit? Why do you think I've been on Drake's body? Why do you think I've been on all these weirdos? All these guys that sit here and interact with these kids in ways that you're not supposed to interact with these kids. We are supposed to be guidance to these kids. We're supposed to be like, yo, we're supposed to set the tone for them. We're supposed to set the tone for them, and instead, everybody's trying to be a kid too. You got them hanging around with kids, joking with kids, doing things that kids do, knowing that your mentality is on a different wavelength than theirs. They're not even developed fully. She just started. What this is somebody took advantage of a situation. This girl probably had a situation going on at home. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? And given her the culture, given that culture, you know what I'm saying? Money will literally get you to look the other way. Look at R. Kelly. Look at how long R. Kelly got away with his shit. Look at all these celebrities that y'all just give passes to. Academics just sat here talking about like Chicago rappers. Fuck the Chicago rappers. Every rapper. All of y'all niggas be going on tour. All of y'all niggas be sitting here literally pulling chicks. And y'all know these girls be little girls. And y'all be pulling them. Y'all be pulling them because that's who goes to these concerts. Alright, it's not middle-aged unless you go into a concert like an Usher concert or one of these old-ass concerts. That's where you're gonna see all the cougars and all that shit. Bro, when I went to the Kendrick concert, I went to like 3 concerts this year, bro. Like literally every concert, it's the age group, it's the parents and the kids. There is no in between. There's nobody, like there's no in betweens. Like imagine that this dude sit here and already groomed this girl when she was already in her, like already going into the teenagehood. She hadn't even broke teen, bro. She hadn't even broke teen. So fuck the murder shit at this point. Let's start there. Let's start at the fact that when you started talking to her, she looked like this, Brody. Let's get to that point right there. The fact that you were going out with her, the fact that they know you. They know you. It's not like nobody knew who you was, bro. It's not like nobody knew who you was.
Wait. Oh, look it. Answer that one. That's so mean if you don't answer. Which one?
13-year-old girlfriend is found dismembered and decomposing in your Tesla.
Neighbors complained about a foul odor coming from the Tesla.
You could smell the trunk as you approached the Tesla. How could somebody put a then 13-year-old little girl in a trunk and leave the car there for weeks on end?
You know, let me answer that question because people are sick. Because this sick fuck got caught up. Have y'all ever seen the movie Alpha Dog? Based on a true story. That's the first thing I thought about. Alpha Dog. It's about a story about a kid. Drug dealers and all that shit wasn't going their way. They were playing a prank on the drug dealers of the brother. They took the brother. They sat there, gave him a whole, you know what I'm saying? He lived his life, partied, all that shit. Introduced him to everything. Good kid. Then killed the kid by the end of the movie. I'm sorry. Spoiler alert. 15 years old. Gone. All because of bullshit. Because they get caught up. Once you get involved, you in too deep. Once you get involved, you in too deep. This guy dropped the romantic homicide. You don't believe me? He dropped the romantic homicide on September 7th, her birthday. Her birthday. He dropped her on her birthday. On her birthday. On her birthday. Like, do you understand that? What kind of sick shit when you premiere a video right when she goes missing? And every video that's followed has been literally, all the videos look like Celeste. They look like the little girl. This is what happens when you get caught up. This is what happens when you give somebody money that's not supposed to have money. This is what happens when you sit there and turn the blind eye to somebody because they got a little bit of talent. Nobody questioned this guy. Nobody sat there and saw this little girl. You had tattoo parties where a tattoo artist literally said, yo, fuck your NDA, respect my business, and literally did not want to give this girl a tattoo. Y'all had matching tattoos. You had matching tattoos in the same location. She had your name and you had shh. Like, bro, you are a pedo. That is thick. We're not even at the ending of the story. And literally the beginning is just as sick as the ending. You took a little girl from her home, Brody. You trafficked that little girl throughout whatever. You literally, like, my boy, we just saw the clip. You sat there and told her that she's media trained. She would constantly be. You guys were in Discord. Do you understand that, bro? You have been exposed. You had a 4-year plan to sit there and do this whole rollout and do this whole shit if it blew up, and then you were going to leave, go off the grid. So this is what you thought. You probably were going to do that. This was going to be part of your thing because it was in your music. It was in your music. I watched my son literally delete all your music from his playlist. When he learned about this shit, do you know how many kids and how many teenagers, like, yo, you were speaking to, we didn't realize that you were that sick of a fuck. For you to sit here, you know what I'm saying? Every fucking video, like every video that you had, it looked like this little girl, bro. It looked like this little girl. That's the video. That's a video. In this video, she disappears. In this video, she disappears. You said it yourself in the interview. I don't know this. It's kind of like I'm manifesting things. No, bitch ass nigga. You knew what you were doing. This was premeditated. This is you trying to bring art to life. Sacrificing a child, bro. A child that know no better. That she probably had a few hard days at home or probably didn't have a good life. And instead of figuring it out with the family and having a good solid family system for them to support that and to get her back on track, nah. They failed her and you sat there and prayed on that. You prayed on that, my boy. You prayed on this little girl. You prayed on this little girl. You prayed on this little girl. What kind of sick shit that you dropping shit on her birthday, bro? What kind of sick shit where you're sitting there wearing like a little bitch? Because you're a bitch. You're a little bitch. You understand how much they're going to rape you in jail, bro? And I'm going to say that because I need you to hear it. They're going to bend you over and treat you like a bitch. You're going to be holding pockets for the rest of your life for as long as you're here before they shank your ass, my nigga. Because I'm telling you, bro. You are not gonna, you're not, I'm telling you. You're done. Go play all the games of Fortnite. Go do all of this shit. I hope that this was worth it to you. I hope that this was worth it to you. This shit hits me different because I'm a parent, bro. I'm a parent. Like this shit hits me different, bro, because I got friends, you know what I'm saying, that are girl dads. I got homies, you know what I'm saying, that are great fucking fathers that would never let this shit pop off, that will never let this shit happen. So why the fuck did y'all, where are the parents? Where were they? Parents, hug your kids, bro. Check it. Make sure, like, yo, be in tune with your kids. Do not let your kids, you know what I'm saying, be in tune with what they doing. You don't got to invade their privacy, Brody. Like, you don't got to sit there and look it through every message, but just be aware. Why can't we just be aware of what they got on their phone? Because they were on Discord. David, you were on Discord. You were on Discord. Now, could it be allegedly that you got this little girl pregnant? And gang, let's not act like we don't come from the generation when we was in high school and we knew the older guy that was sitting there impregnating the younger girl. Don't act like we didn't see that shit before. Don't act like we don't know this shit. We just seeing it now on social media. We didn't have this back then. What should I name my kid, guys? What should I name my kid, guys? And clearly she's not they deleted the user, but this is it's him and Celeste. Bro, this is him in a Discord, gang. They've taken your whole shit apart, Brody. I'm in Discord. Do you understand? It's very easy to get through to y'all. Y'all act like this shit is so uneasy. That's why academics got hemmed up. Why you think academics got hemmed up? Why you think a lot of y'all get hemmed up? A lot of y'all get hemmed up because y'all be doing stupid shit like this. Thinking that nobody else is gonna see, thinking that your talent is gonna get you to people to bypass it. They do, because they probably don't even know. They question it, but they're not gonna question you. They're not gonna question you. They're not gonna question you. Girls your age are retarded. What were you, 19, 20, 21? Like, you got a song called Birthday Suicide. It's that easy. Where you talk about this shit. Like, what kind of...
Dear Mom.
Yo, this thing is a piece of shit, bro. I don't even want to do this right now. But the thing is that everybody, y'all got to hear this. Like, y'all got to understand that this, how sick this fuck is. You had this girl at your shows. And now you're playing dumb. You're playing stupid. You were sitting there trying to act like y'all wasn't together towards the end in order, like, you did it. You did it. You did it. The probabilities of, like, the mathematical probabilities of you not doing with the amount of evidence stacked against you. Gang, do you not understand that you guys, that your generation, this generation of music, they don't know better. They don't know better. They just see, at least when I was coming up, when I was sitting here doing music and doing everything like that, we knew what to put in a song or how to structure it. When you're talking about illegal activities or anything like that, we knew how to structure a song where you can still tell your story and you're not sitting there getting hemmed up. These kids literally tell you everything. They will literally tell you. I be telling my little homies all the time, yo, why you naming names of niggas that you dropping and doing all this shit, bro? Who you looking for? Bro, why you doing that? You're building a case against you. It's the first time that we see somebody do that shit on some fucking sucker shit. Ack should already know. Ack is the one that ushered this shit in. When they started doing this shit in drill, he ushered it in because he was covering it and instigating it. This is a byproduct of that shit. This isn't art imitating life or life imitating art. This is a bitch ass pedo, that they gave money to up in the fucking hills, and he's willing to do whatever. The guy painted his nails, bro. The kid literally was sitting docked almost at the same height as a 12-year-old. You can't tell me he's a bitch ass nigga. You can't tell me that he's not a weirdo. Every one of y'all, bro. Like, yo, I don't got no problems with Uzi Vert, but let's like all of y'all is weird, bro. Y'all be out here wearing purses. Then y'all wonder why why we fighting against our generation being beta, nigga, being made into these female ass dudes that are weird like that, wearing Hello Kitty shit. When that, yo, bro, like, I'm not one of these dudes that's like mad, like toxic or masculine, like masculine toxic energy, all that shit. Nah, nigga, we just call it what it is, bro. Like, I could wear a Hello Kitty shirt, nigga. Ain't nothing wrong with that, nigga. But I'm not sitting there wearing no damn Hello Kitty chains, bro. I'm not sitting there wearing my girl's fucking shit, bro. And I'm in my 20s and she's a little girl, my boy. I'm not wearing her Hello Kitty sweater because we shouldn't be fitting in the same size, my boy. That's the weird shit. Y'all niggas take it extra weird. Man, y'all niggas be wearing these kids, like, these people's panties, bro. Like, y'all be wearing these, like, y'all be trying to be the female instead of being a man. And then you wonder why we got these emo-ass kids. Because we got these bitch-ass niggas. Where the fathers at? Yo, fathers, to all my fathers, y'all gotta be there for your kids. Fuck the baby mama shit, bro. Fuck if you got issues, bro. Slide all that shit. Swallow your pride, gang. It's for the children. We gonna lose our kids. We got to raise these young women. We got to raise these young men because if we leave it up to these artists, we get this stupid ass shit, bro. We get stories like this. We get stories like this over and over and over. Why you think I bet on this Aubrey nigga body? Because, bro, it's repetitive behavior. Y'all wait until something pops off, and then y'all gonna say, how the fuck did we get here? What else needs to happen? Shorty's body was chopped up. He got birthday suicide songs that he's dropping on Discord.
It's my birthday. Happy birthday.
And I don't even want to give that shit, bro. Fuck that dumb shit, bro. Fuck that dumb shit. Fuck that dumb shit. Because I can't. I can't sit here. There's so much more, bro. There's so much more. There's so much more, bro. Wearing her bracelets, bro. Yo, you posted this shit in August, my nigga. Like, that shit was literally not that. Literally at the end of August, you posted this. And it just begs to show, like, when did you do this? You had to have done this recently because she was just at one of the recent shows. She was just at one of the recent shows. All of a sudden, she's no longer at the shows. She ran away for you. In your music, you talked about it. She ran away for you. You told her to run into your arms. You groomed her into your arms. So it don't make no sense for her to all of a sudden run away from you and to where? Where did she go? Where did she go? To all of a sudden end up in your Tesla that was conveniently stolen all of a sudden, but was sitting parked out front of your crib until it was towed with Texas plates registered to you. Then she goes missing, and you got literally like, bro, you are sitting here like, bro, you wearing her shit. You're wearing her shit. You are wearing her shit. Then you do these shows, man, where you bring out coffins, gang. Where you bring out coffins. Where you bring out coffins, bro. And your whole last album. Your whole last album was legitimately you, like every song, bro. Every song, bro. Every song. Like what kind of sick shit is this, bro? Like what kind of sick shit is this, bro? And every show you throwing out, you basically just casually getting rid of the evidence. You just casually getting rid of the evidence. See here, throwing the bracelets. You don't think that's gonna come back and bite you? You don't think all the people that are now seeing this, all that, they're not gonna sit there and see? They're the ones that caught it. You'd have to be a piece of shit to sit there over some memorabilia. You broke down at a show crying, bro, because this shit getting to you. It getting to you. You a sick fuck. You a sick fuck. This shit was premeditated. There's no manifestation of, oh, this brought me to this, bro, because you've been here before. You're a weirdo. You've been weird, bro. You've been weird. You've been weird. You've been weird, bro. You've been weird. That's you. That's a little girl. You a grown-ass man. And you don't mean to tell me the way he holding her, the way that they interacting, the way that y'all saw that, you don't mean to tell me that there was a fucking? I'm sorry, that sounds so crazy. I know that sounds crazy. But you know what else is crazy? The fact that she was missing for a couple of years. You know what else is crazy? The fact that her teacher could fucking identify her as soon as she was as soon as the rapper was, he already identified the shorty. She was cut into pieces. She was cut into pieces, gang. And this guy got a whole video years ago walking in a fucking with a suitcase. Like, if you don't miss me with this shit, bro, you threw everything away. Everything away, bro. You sit here playing Fortnite. What, you testing out the new skins? You're testing out the new skins? You're testing out that shit because that shit dropped. That shit dropped. That's literally how me and my son were having a conversation because he was telling me, he's like, yeah, this same thing dropped with this artist that I listened to. I was like, yeah, Paul, that David did it. And I'm sitting there, we talking. I'm like, yo, that dude he just got hemmed, like he's about to get hemmed up for the murder of the girl that he's been with, and she was 12. Yo, my son's jaw dropped. Like, wait, what? Nah, man. And when I showed him the news, like, think about, bro, like look at the layout. Like, this shit, you guys act like nothing. Not everything is a conspiracy, bro. This is business. You set out rollouts. His biggest song was on September 7th, her birthday. So Fortnite dropped the shit on her birthday. They dropped it on her birthday. And you probably wasn't expecting, you had the car put out front, you probably wasn't expecting it to get caught up this fast. You probably wasn't expecting things to hem you up this quick. You were probably expecting to do your plan, to do your shit, and get the fuck up out of Dodge. Alright? And then you'd be the artist that's sitting there because they've been calling this, I don't know who this Robin River is. Alright? I don't know who this Robin River is, but even they were writing shit, bro. They wrote this shit in February. Waiting for the LAPD to get your ass for messing with a 13-year-old girl. Like, you've been a weirdo. You've been a weirdo, and everybody ignores it until the story becomes a story. And that's my problem with everybody. That's my problem with everybody. Problem with motherfuckers like this, like Aiden Ross, who sits there and acts like he don't know, but you do weird shit too. You be flying out girls too. You be fucking chilling with these kiddos too. All of you guys are weirdos.
Guys, why is David
you just
actually
haven't
not
been
locked
caught
up?
yet.
Think about it though. This shit happened a good week ago with a whole child, bro. They usually be moved on it. You can't just say LAPD. Why is he not in jail? Why is he not in jail? If that's what I'm so confused about. We need to find evidence. He didn't do it.
I'm
no
so
matter
tired
what, he deserves
these
to
fucking dudes, man. These fucking Jays being acting like they fucking give a fuck when they don't give a fuck. When they be out here peddling that same type of behavior and that same type of bullshit, and then sit there and pretend like they don't. They play goofy, they play stupid, they play ignorant. When the shit really pops off, and they say, "Oh my god, that shit got dark real quick." Aiden, you are a piece of shit. You are the last person to speak on this. Like, you should be exposing motherfuckers if anything. Expose yourself. Expose yourself. Because all of you guys, whether you in Silicon Valley or you out there in Cali, all you weirdo niggas up in the hills, y'all be doing this weirdo shit. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. Ask me why I never sat there and crossed that threshold. Because of stories that I was told. Because of people that I know that have gone out there, photographers, literally videographers, people that have gone over there thinking that they were going to live a dream, and they come back running over here, back to the East Coast, traumatized by the shit that they see over there in these content houses. And you mean to tell me that you don't know nothing about these little kids hanging out? You mean to tell me that y'all don't know nothing about that? Y'all didn't know nothing. Y'all didn't see this little girl and say, come on, bro. We all see a 12-year-old right now, and that looks like a fucking 12-year-old. We can all see a 15-year-old right now and know that's a 15-year-old. Stop the fucking cap. Stop with this bullshit that, like, yo, I didn't know. She looked older. She looked older. Stop with the fucking cap with that shit, bro, because it's not that shit, bro. You got a whole motherfucker confessing in his songs. Like, what else do you need? What else do you need? The LAPD, the reason why they're not hemming this dude up as quick is the same thing with the yo, any case over, they gotta make sure this is not some fucking B&E. This is not some simple assault. Like, do you understand that? This girl was missing. This is an intricate shit. First of all, you got to question. She's not a first-time runaway. She was a constant runaway. She was running away. She was going to school and talking about this shit. They have to get all their ducks in order. Because when they put the hammer on this dude, they got to put him under the jail. Because he already hired one of the best lawyers. He already hired one of the best lawyers to sit there and try to defend him. Which that, I get it. Yo, y'all lawyers got a lawyer and make your money, but yo, they gotta be a line, bro. A female, you don't got, I hope you don't got no kids. I hope you don't got no daughters. Because you can see it in them. For a lot of us that got a little thing called discernment, for a lot of us that got a little thing called intuition, we can see the aura in that kid. We know that kid did it. He's not a kid. He's a grown-ass man. He a grown-ass man. Very capable. Very manipulative. Narcissistic as fuck. He's a predator. He's a fucking predator.
I don't think that I could take it up. I really wish that I could take it up.
Come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. Every girl in every video. And it's in your songs, bro.
So cold. Run away from home again. I'm carving these notes into bloody arms. Alone.
Like, yo. How do you sit there? Listen, like, and it's people are listening to the songs now. They're dissecting every bar, every single lyric.
My soul in pale, run away from your loving arms. Why am I so?
Like, either you got shorty pregnant or she was getting ready to go back home. And your little fucking insecure ass could not what y'all think because this guy got money because he did these little videos, visualistic videos that this kid was not a fucking predator, not a weirdo, and that shit just removes that shit. Listen, you can give a motherfucker money, that don't take away his weirdness, that don't take away his bitch asses, that don't take away none of that shit. He's still a bitch, he's just a bitch with money. He's still a predator, just a predator with money. Y'all just gave him the tools to sit there and continue to funnel this shit out. Like, come on, bro. Run away from home again. Alone with my soul impaled. Run away from your loving arms. Why am I so afraid? I don't care. I'm not coming home. Why am I crying? This is what I wanted all along. Like, and you said in the other song, I don't even know where I'm going, but I'm going there fast. Like, my actions only matter in the present. I don't care about the past. Like, and I don't got the answer to your question, so can you please stop asking me? Like, you could, and you would use these girls' voice. That's the thing. We heard it in the opening clip. You're no longer with the girl that said I love you. That was a real conversation. You use Celeste's voice in your music. So who you talking about? What girl? There's only one girl that we hear you using in songs. There's only one girl. Like, all your shit's leading is precursors to this type of shit. It's precursors to this type of shit. And you mean to tell me I'm supposed to just sit idle and act like it's not across the board? Like, we're not just waiting for more of these situations to pop up because it's not gonna go backwards. We're not gonna find out less of this shit. We're gonna find out more. We're gonna find out more. This was a month ago at one of his shows. Just a month ago. So she had to have passed away literally between August and her birthday. August and September. Between the time that they found her car and the way that they decomposed her body, I can guarantee she was probably killed in 30 days. 30 days. Faster fucking, the shit decomposes faster when you cut the bodies up on, and he did some Dexter shit, only this was no Dexter shit. Dexter killed fucking serial killers. He needs a nigga like me to kill him on some Dexter shit. Put your ass on that table, my nigga. Put all your fucking victims up there, because I know this ain't going to be the first one, bro. All you artists do these weird shit, bro. Weird rituals and all these things, bro. Like, come on. We're seeing it. We are seeing it. We just watched it. This is a girl being sacrificed, my boy, like, for success. For success. For the sake of art. And all you content creators are doing this for content. I'm doing this as a father. Like, this shit is ridiculous. Like, this is crazy to me.
I don't even have to tell you to be live for this one. Y'all gonna be live for this one.
Like this, like she was literally at the show. Look at her in the upper left corner. Look at her in the upper left corner, bro. Look at her right here. Look at her right here. Look at her right here. That's her right there. She up there chilling with his brother. And he performing this song where he ends it with saying, "I hate you." Where he's sitting there talking about, like, you know, killing her in the back of his mind and doing all this weirdo shit, bro. And you really brought it out. Academics, you finally decided to cover this shit. And then you want to throw, you want to let it slip. You want to let it slip.
Like, y'all would kill, well, I say kill yourself, but like, y'all would be in turmoil if I told y'all, we're about to talk about this David guy. He was fucking a girl who was like 14 or 15. I know like 3 Chicago rappers. Y'all might consider legends. I was doing the same. It wasn't for me to talk about because nobody went to the police. I don't know if these people were true. I don't know the story, if they lied about their age. It's not for me.
It's not for you, right? And this is the... Yo, Ak, you know why a lot of people are losing respect for you and why shit, like, you have no, my nigga, we already know you have no soul, my nigga. You got no kids. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to treat a female. You are, you know what I'm saying, we call you the company crash out. You know what I'm saying? You're here in the culture. We understand what you bring to this culture. All right. Charleston White has come off more thorough than you in the years of fuck niggerdom. You know what I'm saying? At least, you know what I'm saying, we know what we getting with that motherfucker. With you, it's been this flip shit all the time where you sit there and you pretend like you're righteous and you do all this righteous shit and then you act like you don't give a fuck at the same time, or you act like you know all this shit, but you know all this shit, but it's not your problem, right? It's not your problem. Bro, this is what you got into this shit for. You saw it fit to sit there and exploit a whole culture in Chicago, instead of bringing light to the situation and trying to provide a remedy to the situation. You sat there like a fucking reporter on your Vlad shit, right? On your J shit, and decided to, you know what I'm saying, facilitate the breakdowns and the exploitations of young black men, right? You did that shit, right? You had no soul. You didn't give a fuck about who lost their lives. You didn't give a fuck about whatever. You would sit there, yeah, academics back here again, da-da-da. You were in there reporting that shit like a motherfucker, right? But if we're following your logic, you should have let that to the police. You should have left that. You should not spoke on that. You should have kept covering whatever hip-hop was going on at that time, listening to your music and being a fan, because that's what you are. You're a fucking fan. Nobody respects your fucking takes in this shit. The reason why they respect your takes is because the same people that put all these people up there is the same people that put you up there, put money behind there. They know that you are an agent of chaos. They know that you're chaotic to the whole situation, so they put you up here. So when you say, hey, you talk about, it's not my business, but then you're going to talk about David because it's a story now. Are you going to talk about the same shit with Drake when Drake finally gets hemmed up for shit and he gets caught stateside instead of doing the shit that he's doing overseas and all that shit like that? Are you going to finally speak on that? Because you like to pick and choose. You like to pick and choose. For you to throw an Easter egg like that of saying they're doing this type of shit, bro, and saying that you can't cover it because it's not your business. Brody, that is your business. That's your whole ordeal. That's what we know you for. You're the chatty patty of hip hop, my nigga. You're the little tattletale that we want to get information from. We come to you. You're the informant. Inform us, and then allow us to sit here and do what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? Allow us to make our own judgments. Instead of letting these guys still continue to eat and continue to assault women and continue to sit here and do all this shit and weirdo shit, and you're just sitting there watching it. You're just sitting there watching it. You're in the Discords too, watching it, partaking. Because you're a fucking weirdo too. You're a fucking weirdo too. And nobody calls it out until I got here. Y'all dibble and dabble and touch base on it and clip up shit and things like that. Nah, this is real life. This is real life. A little girl was actually taking this real life. It's not a fucking story. That's some artist that created videos, and you know, that's all cool. Y'all want to make the connections. That's weird. All of it is fucking weird. As a parent, imagine you being a dad that actually gave a fucking, that's your daughter, my nigga, and you sitting here seeing all this shit happening while she's missing, bro. Like, while she's fucking missing. They're still sitting there performing their shirts talking about, I don't give a fuck about the law. You know what I'm saying? He don't care. He never cared. He never cared. It's in his fucking songs. Like, bro, it's really telling you in his songs. He's not manifesting anything. A writer that manifests something is somebody that writes a song, and the song's not hitting right now. But you listen to that shit years from now, and all of a sudden it makes sense because the thing resonates year over year over year. It just starts to make sense, right? You listen to Tupac. Tupac's greatness is because of the fact that a lot of his songs can speak to now, to today's situations. That's why it resonates. None of this nigga's music is like that. His music is current. It's emotional. It's personal. This is not stuff you manifest. You don't manifest killing people. You don't manifest breaking the law. You don't manifest all this shit when you're just a good kid from Houston or LA or whatever the fuck you from. Some have him come from New York. Some have him come from fucking Houston. He was living in Texas. Some have him in fucking LA. This motherfucker's a herb. Don't matter where he from. He a herb.
Baby, I take it as a yes, 'cause you're still around. Till I felony.
Ain't that a felony? Yes. And you knew it, right? You media trained her and you knew it, right? You knew it, right?
Dark hair, brown skin, love that melody.
Who's that? Who's that? How are you openly, like, bro, in 2025, how are we openly sitting there rapping about adolescence in your 20s, my nigga? Like, yo, where do we lose all this shit? Like, yo, this is why I get so fed up when people sitting there and in the moment want to react to stupid ass shit like this when it's there in front of your face. It's in front of your face. If I knew this shit 6 months ago, I would have been on this boy's body. Because he is a big artist. This is what this shit does, bro. This is what this shit does. Being a content creator, a true person that sit there looking at this shit, bro, like, y'all gotta understand. I was in the chat. I was watching this shit. I was never supposed to be here. Niggas wanted me to do this shit for so long, but I had an artistry myself. I wanted to have that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a private person. I can turn the switch. I can go from introverted to extra. Like, I can flip the switch. I go on stage, say Ortiz, I'm lit. Litty, I'm lit. Like, I'm chilling. But I like to be at home. I like to be with my kid. You know what I'm saying? I like to be with my kids. I like to be, you know what I'm saying, chilling with my, you know what I'm saying, with my shorty. I like to just, you know what I'm saying? I can Netflix and chill. I don't mind doing that. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta be outside all the time. But I also like to go to the bar. I also like to, you know what I'm saying, I could do the, you know what I'm saying? I can't do the hookah, but I could be at a hookah bar. Like, I could do this type of shit. But I know how to flip the switch. I didn't want to be so much out there. I come from the hood. I come from the street, bro. I was raised in not talking and not telling everything. Like, niggas used to get mad at me when I used to put my location and everything, testing motherfuckers on Instagram and Twitter. I used to put my location everywhere. Yup, I'm here. I want somebody to pull up. Like, yo, I'm here. I would geotag myself. I didn't care. I was young, dumb, and stupid. You get older, you learn, like, yo, that was stupid. Somebody come hit me up. That's on you, nigga. You put your location. Now they've evolved that. Now they just saying in their songs like, this is what we doing. This is what shit. So you mean to tell me that you the one of one? You're the one of one that all of a sudden this is just art. You were not manifesting none of this shit. You were not doing this shit and then writing about it because you're not that creative. You have to live out what you're doing. That is a type of writer for that. Like, you have to live out what you're doing. You laid this out. You probably saw her and she was the target, bro. And you lived it, bro. And like, yo, you could have, like, nothing here ends where it looks good for you. Nothing ends here where it looks good for you. They're going to put you under the jail. That's why they haven't arrested you yet. They're going to make sure. They're going to make sure. And you deserve it. I don't want you on an island, off the grid, all this shit. When you're sitting there, you know what I'm saying? Like, Brody, you looked up this little girl on fucking Discord, bro. You looked up this little girl on, I'm not even gonna put her Discord up like that. But this is somebody I can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and say this is the one thing that I have not checked this out. I've got this as a reference. This is a comment from somebody. But yo, if this is real, like, think about this. Think about this. Yo, I'm watching the live right now, but I just want to say this because me and my friend are trying to recall everything. We were in a Fortnite team called Chronic, which is where I met him. He met her in like 2021 through Fortnite, pretty sure, and then he made her get a Discord. Everybody in the team knew about her and would joke about it and brush it off every time it got mentioned. That's all I personally know, but my friend Pistol knows more because they talked way more. She would literally say he raped her, but then followed it up with a joke, so I don't know if she was being for real or for not. But you seen her on the live stream where she sat there and literally was like, yo, so raping kids isn't elite? Like, bro, you can't tell me, bro. You can't tell me this little girl was not groomed. We all know the signs. We all know the signs, bro. We all know the signs, bro. How many more signs do I gotta give you? How many more signs do I gotta give you? How many more signs do I gotta give you? Huh? Huh? How many more signs do I gotta give you? Like, bro, you can't, just because you put it behind a cool beat in production, don't make it any less, my nigga. Like, yo, I'm telling you, this is where a lot of people get lost. This is where people got lost with R. Kelly. This is where people get lost with a lot of these artists that do weirdo shit. With Aubrey, with Elvis, with a lot of these weirdos that sit there, and because they're great at their fucking trade and what they do, we turn a blind eye to the fuck shit. No, not over here. Not over here. Not when we parents over here. Not when we men over here. Not when we alphas over here. Not when we sit there and we stand for something over here. Because if you don't stand against this shit, bro, like, look at what society is becoming, my nigga. Like, look at all this shit. Like, motherfuckers don't give a fuck no more. They only want to give a fuck when the shit happens close to home.
Why am I behind the clouds?
Like, this guy's literally...
Like, bro, like, you cannot, like, come on, man. Come on. Like, you cannot make it any more clearer. You cannot make it any more clearer. So let the LAPD do what they got to do, as lackluster as they are. Let them do what they got to do. Let them do what they got to do. I want this motherfucker under the jail. I want him to be holding pockets for as long as they allow it. And then I want him to be hemmed up for real till he no longer, actually, you know what? Suffer for the rest of your life. I want you to suffer. I want you to be so unhappy. I want them to book you and you can't even kill yourself. You can't off yourself, bro. You can't do none of this shit, bro. I'm not gonna put up this song. I can't even put up this song. Like, you got so many songs where you sit there, drink and drive, where you talking about, oh, why did I ruin her life? Like, yo, you got, like, come on, bro. You planned this shit.
In the next 5 years.
You
okay, so the plan is
planned
hopefully
this
the music
shit.
thing takes off crazy next year.
Why is he saying? Why are you saying that like you're not like up there, gang?
Well, I'm not there yet, but hopefully it's like even crazier next year. And then I go on crazy year after year for the next 3 years, and then on the 4th year I retire. And on the 5th year I'm off the grid, living somewhere like on an island with this crazy crib, no social media, no digital footprint. I'm just gone. I'm just gone. In 5 years, I'm gonna be gone.
Will you still remember me?
Yeah, bro. You'll have
If
like
that ain't some fucking Epstein shit, my boy, like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. He dropped Easter eggs. This is the last one that I'm gonna drop. Like, he dropped Easter eggs. He dropped Easter eggs in every song, bro. Every song. Every song. Every fucking song. I'm just, it makes me sick. Like, even now, bro, like, cause I just wanna, I wanna hem the boy up. I wanna off the boy. Like, I wanna literally, cause he's a boy. He's a boy. For you to act so sinister, bro. For you to act so nonchalant. You literally in your crib right now playing Fortnite, my nigga. A girl that's been with you for the last 2 years and you don't give a fuck. There's no you got her out of her crib. You did all of that. And that's what you pedos do. You do all of that. You ruin the kid and then you send him back, right? And you keep recycling the same behavior because y'all niggas is weird and need to get popped. And a lot of these motherfuckers have money now. A lot of these motherfuckers, they have say in their fields, so people don't say nothing. Well, that shit changing, man. We not off any of these guys' bodies. We're not sitting there and letting off nobody's neck, bro. Like, if you on some weirdo timing, it just is what it is. I'm not waiting for another Celeste shit to happen. Alright? The moment shit pops off and it clears and the information clears, Brody, we are fucking on your body. We're not doing this shit no more. Fuck this dumb shit. Fuck the views. Fuck all of that shit, bro. Y'all sit here tripping out. Y'all tripping out. Y'all covering all the wrong things. Wondering like, oh my God, what about why did he do this? Who gives a fuck? The nigga's sick. It all started with why did he groom her? That's where it starts. Before the murder, we had to get to that point. Remember that. Before it even got to that point, we had to start somewhere. So you know where it started? It started when she was 11, 12 years old. Because if she was 15 and he dropped that in 2022, hey, everybody in the audience, hey, everybody that's watching, do the math. What's 5 minus 3? It's 2022. Guess what, my nigga? That was 3 years ago. She was not old enough. She was just about to turn 15. She was 14. Minus 3. What does that make you, gang? What does that make you, gang? What does that make him? A fucking pedophile. That's what that fucking makes him. We're not done. We're not done with this shit, bro. We're not done with this shit. They're going to get you. They're going to get you. Alright, so play all the Fortnite games. Get all your sick shit. Try to delete all the shit. Bro, we got it. Internet got it. Stop trying to hide it, bro. We got the way back shit. We can literally look up your shit. So stop. Your best bet right now, you want to close your story, write a song about it. Go write a song about you confessing now because it didn't work out. You're no longer going to the island. Your shit not going to work out. It's not going to happen. They're watching you. Y'all think that LAPD not watching this kid? They're watching this kid. He's not going to leave. I'm so done. I'm so done. All right? Yo, David, fuck you. On some real shit.
Never always pushing for the doubt. Hit a left and a right fist right to their mouth. I was never cocky figure till I started stacking figures. How you make a cocky nigga give him all the traffic? Always humble, but I got a couple bad habits. Set the numbers adding zeros to these mathematics. Get you talking different, walking like you gang banging.